Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. RT Bear here. How is everybody this morning? Monday, the first of July. So countdown to our Independence Day, the 4th of July. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna buy something that explodes this year. We've been here 4 years, and I haven't lit anything on fire, and I haven't blown anything up. My wife, because it's against the law here in this actual part of Texas, in the woodlands, it's against the law. But on the perimeter, they sell all kinds of shit that blows up. So it doesn't stop anybody around here from blowing stuff up. So I might just hop into my little Celica and zip on down and buy some stuff that blows up. I'm pretty safe. I don't think I'm gonna burn anything down. That's the plan. But it could be fun. It could be fun. Yeah, wow, I haven't really lit a firework for like 20 years, at least, maybe longer, maybe 30 years. Wow, I need to do this. I need to do this. Oh, I got my Inco t-shirt on today with my Hack Shack Studios sleeve. Good time. If you guys backed the shirts, I appreciate that. Um, they came out really great. I like them. Oh man, there's a lot of signs of life in the chat, you guys. This is Morning Hullaballoo. This is an interactive show I do in the morning, and I'm starting off a little late. I got a lot of stuff going today. Today's going to be a big day around here. We are launching Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too. That's my art book, and I've been teasing this thing for months. And finally, today is the day. So Pamela is my partner in crime, and so she is meeting with her church group. So they got a brunch. So she's not here, and she didn't want me to launch alone. So we're both going to launch or go live, I guess, when she gets here. So she'll be here around 1 o'clock. That's Central Standard Time. So we're probably going to go live around that time. And then I will be round the clock annoying you guys with saying the same thing over and over again, which will be back Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too. My beautiful new art book, 60 pages of a career, 40 years, 40-year career. So, oh, that's it right there. Right there. That's the book. That's the first printing. We're going to do a second printing. The files are all there. The original files are all there, ready to go. This version is going to be slightly different. There's going to be some new pages added to it. So all I have to do is add those pages to that original file and send it out to the printer. So we are hoping quick turnaround for this book, you guys. I appreciate you guys always waiting for the Hack Shack properties to come out. You guys have been very patient, very, very supportive, and I thank each and every one of you. I would not be sitting in this chair. I would not be talking like this if it wasn't for you. So speaking of you guys, I am going to see what you guys are up to. So we got John Porton. Hello, Mr. T-Bear. Good morning to you, John. We got Leg Kick 1. Hello, Art. Good morning. We got Duck Bacon in the house. Hell T-Bear, Hell Chat. Indeed, it's on fire, baby. Do it for freedom. Yeah. I mean, people shoot guns here. They shoot like the big ones in the sky where you see them explode like the big professional ones. I don't know where they get those things from. Probably they drive into Mexico and get those. But every year, man, there's tons. Like all we have to do, they have the Woodlands here have an official fireworks display that they do at the park. But the people in my area, they do it themselves. So all we have to do is sit out there by the pool, look up, and we get a free fireworks display. So there's going to be some barbecuing and some observing. And the dog, oh, Arrow does not like it. it kind of freaks him out. He doesn't like the sound. So once he's used to it, then he'll calm down. But at the beginning, he gets kind of nutty. So I don't like that part. We went out one year to the out with friends to that park to watch the fireworks, and we left him at home. Oh my gosh, he was not doing well. We left him in the house. He wasn't outside, which was good, but he was still pretty freaked out. Oh, we got Edwin. Edwin the Ace, Volume 3 is live. Go check that out. Looks badass, the new book. Hell Peeps, for sure. Hell T Bear, Spaceman Spiff. People are digging the duck bacon. It's delicious. But yeah, you guys, feel free to ask me anything. Like I said, this is this interactive stream. We're going to go for, I guess we only have an hour till noon, but I think on the West Coast, we still have an extra couple hours, I think, to go to that noon hour. So yeah, I'm just going to wing it. Just let you guys know that Oodles is going to drop today. We're going to go live the campaign. One thing about, actually, I should say this. We have a pre-launch sign-up page. So if there's anybody that's listening that hasn't signed up, you don't even have, it doesn't obligate you to buy anything. Go, the link is in the description. I think I have, yeah, here it is here. So you don't even have to go to the description. All you have to do is click this link right here, go over there, sign up, and you'll be eligible for the exclusive mini print that we are going to have. And the only way you can get that print is through signing up early for the early launch. So, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. One of the things you can do too is if you sign up, you will get early notification as well. So that's the first thing that we're going to do when Pamela gets home is we're going to send out the notifications for everybody that signed up so you can get in early because we do have early bird specials. So there's 3 tiers and there's a free print involved and I think maybe some discounts. We'll go over the campaign to whet your appetite and also just bring you up to speed on what the campaign is. So you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right this very second and let you guys see what I'm talking about. Click this, pull this lever, share. Oh, what is this? Okay, none of that. We don't want any of that. No shenanigans here. All right, you guys. So this is the campaign. This is no longer work in progress, you guys. This is ready to go. So we went over this with a fine-tooth comb. We're so paranoid around here, my wife and I. We're probably going to read through this thing before we launch again, just to make sure everything's correct. So this is Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too. A lavish hardbound art book showcasing the various creative sides of Art T Bear. So yeah, you guys, this is going to be amazing. So do you like comic book artwork? Are you a fan of pop culture? Do you like Art T Bear's artistic style and renderings? If you said yes to any of the above questions, then this is the book for you. So here it is, you guys. This is the second printing. We completely sold out of the original. You guys have been asking for years, how do I get one? We are sold out of the original. So if you have that, it is quite a collector's item. They go on eBay anywhere between like $90 and $110. I've seen them. That's with the dust cover and the drawing inside on the flyleaf. So you guys don't have to worry about that now. You can get this version. This is going to be the new and improved version, more pages, more content pages, and new stuff. So there's going to be some updated artwork in this book. So it's going to be the creme de la creme, as they say. So Oodles of Doodles and other stuff too is a 60-page, 9x12 hardbound book that will be printed on thick, glossy stock paper and is a compilation of artwork from the award-winning RT Bear that showcases the genre of pop culture and comic books to perfection. So yeah, 9x12, you guys, the hardcover. So it is a gorgeous looking book, and it is 60 pages. So Oodles is filled with images that come from Art's Marvel, DC, Image, and Comicsgate days. There are also condoodles, commissions, create your own IPs, and pop culture visuals galore. Art style has been honed to perfection over 40 years in the comics industry, and viewing life through his love or his own love of the art form itself. I want to let you know Pamela wrote all this stuff, so I'm more kind of by the book. So she's got a flair for writing, and I think she did a really good job. So it's not just boring text like I probably would have written. She's really good at that stuff. So here's a quote from a living legend. This is from Kevin Nolan. So I've been jealous of Art's inking for many years. He really makes beautiful lines. If you isolate them and disregard the contents, they are still graceful and elegant. But he's not just an inker. He draws beautifully as well. I think that might explain half of the secret of his success. If he puts a shadow under the nose and adds a texture, he's sensitive to the underlying structure, so he doesn't make the mistakes you're likely to see from an inker who is just tracing the pencils. The other half, I have no idea. I've tried to make lines as elegant as his, and I fail every time. Kevin Nolan. Thank you so much, Kevin. I really, really do appreciate that write-up. There are a lot of really, really great people in the comics industry. I know there's a lot of bashing, but this is the comics industry I know and love, where people had each other's back. They didn't get crazy over who you voted for or what your politics were. We just kind of wanted to make good comic books and just kind of lift each other up, to do good work. And that's what Kevin did here, and I really appreciate it. I owe you one, Kevin. And also that Batman image, I own that thing. I'm never going to sell it. I did the drawing at a convention. I was just messing around. Sometimes conventions are slow, so I was just drawing. And he was across the way, and I just walked over and asked him if he would ink this up. He was also not very busy, so he inked this thing up and he handed it over to me, and I flipped out. I absolutely flipped out. This thing is gorgeous. He is an inspired talent in this industry. He does amazing work, and we are so thankful to have him still making comics to this day. Big influence on my style. And I want to thank you again, Kevin. So these are the interior pages. This is what you can expect from the inside of the book, you guys. So there's portraiture, there's commissions, there's doodles, there's some inks. This Gigantor piece is a brush and wash image of Gigantor that the great Mike Mignola put together. And he was posting these on his Facebook, and just the pencils. And I grabbed one. I was just inspired to do it. I grabbed one, and I did these all on live streams. There was maybe 4 or 5 of them. And God, what was I was giving them away? I forget what I was doing, but I was inking them up on a live stream, and then either I was selling them or giving them away. I can't remember what, but it was a lot of fun to do, and I would like to put all of the ones I did. I did like 5 or 6 of them. I'd like to put them all in the book, but I think you want to try to have as many different types of pieces that you can in something to show, variety and I guess just the level of your skills, like what you can do. Like you're not just drawing in this style, but you can draw in this style. You can ink in this style. Just all kinds of stuff like that. So the William Shatner is it's brush and ink wash. So there's a lot of ink wash in there as far as the gray tones. And if you see this thing bigger, when it's printed, you guys will be able to scrutinize it. And then there's brushwork in there as well. I thought it came out really good. And then there's sometimes I'll put in some color work. So I thought the yellow would be a nice accent color to put in there. And then I have Mandy Summers and Del Keown's Gem Shock in there. That was a commission. The Cyber Frog by Ethan Van Sciver is in there, big, larger than life. And we got, I think it's Lilith, not Lilith, Lilith from Graveyard Shift. So John Malin's character, pen and ink over in the lower right-hand corner. It came out really cool. John asked if I would do a pinup, and I said, sure. So I think it's like a bathing suit type of thing. So she's in the water showing off what she's got. And so we got cable images. So there's going to be some Marvel and DC stuff in here as well. But it's all over the place, you guys. And then some creator own IP that is going to be in the book. So this stuff will probably never, ever see the light of day. The only place you'll ever be able to see it really is going to be in this book. So this was an animated pitch I put together. So there's a few of those in the book as well. And all these pages are double pages. So each one of them opens up like this. So I think it's a pretty cool design. So you can make the images pretty big that way. And then here's the great Billy Tucci's character, She. And I want to thank everybody, all the CG players, everybody that contributed or let me contribute their artwork and their characters in this book. I want to thank you. So like Billy Tucci, Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, Del Keown, Mandy Summers. I think Aaron Lopresti, there might be a piece of his in here. There's going to be a lot of CG stuff in the book. I'm still kind of putting things together. And then we got the prints. So these are all signed. All the prints are signed. So feast your eyes on some of the goodies that you can receive when you back one of the amazing tiers. So first off is Pit. So I thought this came out really cool. This is a mini print, I think they call them. And this is going to be in the early birds. We're going to be giving this bad boy away, but it's only going to be available in 2 of the tiers. And we'll go over the tiers in just a moment. So then here is Black and White hits milestone, turns 30 this year. In celebration, we are offering this amazing 11x17 commemorative print on heavy stock, suitable for framing, featuring the beautiful and scary new villainess from the upcoming Black and White Volume 3, Meet Juju. And Pamela came up with the name. We came up with the name in 1995. There was an ongoing Black and White series that we had got the first issue out. We have 3 issues done, but the market kind of collapsed. So I had to leave Image. We had to cancel the series, and I had to go back to Marvel to make ends meet. We had just had a baby, and I was a little panicked. So I wanted some sure money coming in. And so Juju was one of the characters that was introduced in that first issue. So this is a reimagining. Aaron Sparrow and I are basically taking that story, that original, it was called Black and White Codename Black and White, issue 1, and that storyline. So we're kind of rebranding it. We're kind of reimagining it. And that's going to be volume 3 and 4. And so Juju's going to be one of the big bads in that. So she's a Valdoon priestess. She can raise the dead. And this is my Harryhausen Sinbad tribute with the skeletal warriors kind of coming out of the ooze there. And yeah, I thought this came out really good. We got Brian to do the color work on it, and he hit this thing out of the park. This is a grand slam home run. He is so good. He's back on for volume 3 and 4 as well. So we're going to have this level of coloring, this beautiful coloring in volume 3 and 4. And just to let you know, volume 3 is well underway. So we're wrapping up the writing now, Aaron and I, and Alan Patrick, who is going to be the breakdown artist. He is what is he? 10 pages into this, maybe. What is it? 12 pages, between 12 and 15. I forget now. Pages into the book. So we're going to launch this in October. So October is when the original series came out 30 years ago. So we're going to launch it in October, the same month that the original series came out. So that's going to be volume 3. And so I'm hoping that at least half the book will be penciled, inked, and colored. The writing also has dialogue. So we should be able to get it lettered as well. So I'm going to have all hands on deck during this. So the original, or volume 2, what I did is I kind of compartmentalized everything. I didn't have overlap. So on this issue, I'm going to have everybody working at the same time. It's going to be a little tougher to keep control of, but I'm going to do it and try to get this volume 3 done quicker. And so far, so good. So we still have till October, and I'm looking to get half the book completely done. So that will be writing, penciling, inking, and colors and lettering. I'm hoping that's the plan at least. So this is a commemorative print, you guys. This is a like early promotion for the black and white volume 3. We're going to call it Sins of the Father. So each one of the black and white have the volume numbers, but we also have a title for the story. I think she looks awesome. She is beautiful and scary. If you are a fan of fine print, you will like this tier. A difficult part is whether to choose to back either set A or set B of the mini print tier. You can't lose whichever stunning collection of art you back. Why choose? We have tiers that have both. So you can get this tier, which is A, and you can get this tier B together. So you don't have to get them separate, but I wanted to offer them separate just for price breaks. So you can get the smaller sets or you can get the bigger sets. So these things came out really cool. One of the things we're going to look into is a gold inlay around them. So if we can fund big and we can afford it, then that's what we're going to do. So there's still going to be upgrades that we can do to the book and to the prints as we go along. But as always, it really depends on how successful the campaign is. So I like to put money back into these campaigns, back into the product itself. And so that's what we're going to do. So set A comes with a book as well. And then set B comes with a book as well. So I tried to get a good variety of types. So there's full color, pen and ink work. There's like ink wash, which is the Mary Jane. And then there's pen and ink, just black and white artwork there. And then I did the same here, where also the Harley Quinn has some limited color. I did some marker work in there, and actually so does the Wonder Woman. It's got some limited color, and then the Nightwing is of course full color with a book. And so to continue the black and white 30th anniversary celebration, here's a black and white head sketch tier. Get a penciled and ink drawing of black and white, or black or white, or both drawn on the flyleaf of the Oodles book. Yeah, if you guys don't know what the flyleaf, it's the white piece of paper that's usually the first page of the book. So this is the new suits. Black and white both got a upgrade for the new storyline. So this is also a little bit of a teaser, a little preview of things to come for the new series. I I love the logo. I I spent so much damn time on not just designing it but putting it together. My Photoshop skills are very, very limited, so it takes me forever to do simple things because I don't know what I'm doing. And so I think this is like the sixth version. I did 6 different versions of that 30th anniversary, and I think it came out. So one of the things like I know about myself is I usually never nail it the first time, but always stay with it and keep going, and it usually pays off. And so I believe it did here. And you guys, I'm working on the cover for volume 3, and it's probably the 4th or 5th version of the cover as well that I've done, and this version is really, really good. I'm so happy with it. So I got about half the layout completed, and then there's just some various pieces that I need to bring together to finish that bad boy. And as soon as it's done, I'll show it off. If you have a character that this is the 11 by 17 commission. If you have a character that you enjoy, you can own an 11 by 17 pencil ink character of your choice. No IPs or nudes, done just for you. So this is the quality level. So these are cover quality images. So I'll draw just about anything except your own characters or characters without their clothes on. So this is the original 9 by 12 head sketch. So I usually offer these very limited in these campaigns. So these will sell out pretty quickly. And when I go over the tiers, I'll show you. If having an original head sketch of your favorite character sounds like a dream come true, then this tier is definitely for you. That actually rhymed. So this is the last image of the body of the campaign. So I'm going to go back and see what you guys are doing, and then we'll come back and go over the tiers. But I don't want to stay on one thing too darn long because I don't want to be rude. Let's see what we got. It's time for a hullabaloo indeed. Let's do this. Logic's Finest says, quick question, why eBay? Don't you sell your books directly? Isn't that giving away your profits? I didn't put it up on eBay. Somebody that bought the book was putting it on eBay. So I don't sell my stuff through eBay. I do have a website that I sell original artwork through. That's the Art by T Bear site, and that's in the description. But I don't, I don't sell that. So it's somebody that bought the book in the day, and then is trying to resell it. Duck Bacon says, Cable! Beautiful. 6 times the charm. Yeah, I know now because I used to get really frustrated as an artist. Like, why isn't this coming together? Why isn't this coming together? And then now I'm just like, it's the process. You just trust in the process. It's gonna take as much time as it takes to get it right. And I've said this before. Like when you work for Marvel and DC and you're under a deadline, there's a lot of compromising. So there's a lot of this is good enough kind of thing. So you make it as good as you can with the time that you have. But one of the things, like with these crowdfund campaigns and going direct to the consumer, I want to make sure it's perfect. I want to make sure it's as good as I can make it. So I will take the extra time to do that. We got Marcus Killigrew. Hey, hello, what's up? Logic's Finest says, "Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification." Yeah, I could try to find that. Rules of Doodles and see what comes up. Other stuff to pre-launch. That's not it. Let's take that off. Not Google, eBay. eBay. All right. So eBay, signed and numbered. There's one for 69. I see that. Mm-mm. There's one for 99.99. I know there was one for over 100. This is a used Oodles book, over 200 pictures to complete and creation. Rating 5 stars. Doesn't have the price, so let's see. Let me click this thing. That's not it. Yeah, so yeah, there's a few here. I can't find the one that was over 100 though. I think it was like 110, and I don't know if those have sold or not. I didn't check, but anyway, yeah. So this book right here, you guys, it is going for the lowest on eBay for $67 or $69. So basically $70 for this book on eBay right now. So you can get it like the new version for $40. So that's quite a savings. So if you guys, I've had some people ask me what a flyleaf is. So this right here, this sheet of paper, this is what they call a flyleaf. So nicer books have a flyleaf on them. And so let me find a rando page. So there's work in progress stuff, sketches, layouts, inks, and then finished production with the logo. So a lot of cool stuff in here. I don't know, some of the white pages don't show up as well. So it's a quality book, you guys. I'm so proud of this stuff. Some pinups and commissions. Woo woo! I thought the Superman piece came out really cool. I did it for the 75th anniversary. So I think there's one that has 75 years on it. Here's some more images. So yeah, you guys, it's a beautiful book, and we're going to go back to press on it. We're going to go back to print and do a new version with your help. Hopefully we can turn that bad boy into a huge success, which is what I'm hoping for. Hell Comicsgate, thanks. What's it? Tarks 9. I do appreciate that. So let's go back. Let's go back. Let's show those tiers off. Doot. Share. We are sharing. I'm a big time sharer. Okay, so the featured tier is $125. It comes with all six mini prints and the Juju commemorative black and white 11x17 print. One thing I didn't cover is these are all signed and numbered. So we're going to have, I'm thinking at this point, a 500 print run. So I'm really, really hoping that we can get all of those, like get backers for all those books, because I'm really unsure about what this is going to do. So this is a big risk. I feel like it's I don't really know what it's going to do as far as backer numbers and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it does well, because this is a very expensive book to print. So, but I feel like it's kind of a cool, not so much closure to my career, but like it seems like a natural thing to do after working in the industry for 40 years, to collect a bunch of drawings that you've done. So then we have the main tier, which is the signed and numbered book for 40. We've already gone over what these books are selling on eBay for, which is quite a bit. Signed and these are signed and numbered. So then this one right here is probably the one, like the go-to, because there's only going to be 2 tiers that have the pit print, and it's this one and I believe the Jam. So let me get some water here. So this one comes with the 8.5 by 11 pit print, and signed and numbered. And then this one is the signed and numbered book plus the 11 by 17 commemorative Juju print, black and white villainess. Pretty killer. And then we got the this is the signed and numbered Oodles book with 3 prints. So this is set A. This is the one we were talking about, and those are 8.5 by 11 prints. And once again, signed and numbered book, and all the prints are going to be signed as well, all of them, even the one for the pre-launch. So the exclusive print will be signed as well. So signed and numbered Oodles with print set B. So we got that one for 70. And then this one is like, this is why you sign up, you guys. This is why you do the pre-launch and the early sign up. Like I said, when Pamela gets home from her brunch with her church group, we will be sending out notifications to all the pre-launchers that have signed up and let you guys know when we're going to go live. So you can get in here early and you can back these early bird tiers, because these are very limited and they will sell out quickly. So this is basically the same as the print set A, with the exception of it has a free pit print. So the set A and the set B are the same as the normal tier, but they have a pit print added. So it's a $10 value that we're not charging you for. So there's only going to be 20 of those available. So yeah, they're going to go quick. And so then we have the B tier, which is, like I said, it's the same as the original B tier, but it has that pit print as well. I got to slow down when I say pit print because it's hard to say. So that's an early bird as well. And then we have the whole kit and caboodle, as the kids say. This is the early bird with all 6 of the prints and the 11 by 17 Juju print, the commemorative black and white 30th anniversary, and we throw in that pit print $10 value and do not charge you for that. And so there's going to be 30 of these. So what is that? 50, 60, 70. There's 70 early birds that are available. But you guys have to sign up for that like now. So we're running out of time for those pre-launch signer-uppers. So if you haven't signed up, do so. And so then, like I said, you're going to get notice of when we're going to go live. and you'll be eligible for that exclusive mini print. Okay, so these are the drawings. These are the flyleaf head sketches. This is black, and this is 190. It'll be interesting to see which one you guys choose to draw more, like the black, sketch, or the white sketch. So like I said, this is 190. So this is the book, signed and numbered, plus a flyleaf doodle inside the book. It's not going to have that 30th anniversary there. It would be cool if I could print that in there and then draw the sketch around it. But some of the books, aren't going to have drawings in them. So that would be weird that somebody would just get on the flyleaf, it would say 30th anniversary. So can't do that. But I just thought I'd throw that in there so you guys know it's a commemorative drawing to celebrate the 30th anniversary. So here's the white version on the flyleaf. So that's 190 as well. Signed and numbered book. And so then we offer both black and white on the flyleaf for $340. So that's going to be a killer illustration. And I worked out the circuitry where it works for both of the images together. So it's going to look pretty neat. And so then these are the high-end like drawing tiers. So this is the Oodles with a 9x12 original head sketch. That's on Bristol board, and that's character of choice. So whatever character you want, with the exception of I'm not doing IPs or nudes. So only, established characters. So like I said, it's a 9x12. It's going to be pin, well, probably brush and ink work. I don't think I do much pin work on these. So it's all brush and then like ink wash that I throw in there. And so you'll get that on Bristol board, and you'll get the assigned and numbered book. And then here's the jam. This is like everything. So let me see. Yeah, this is the only the second place you can get the pit print. So you'll get the drawing of black and white on the flyleaf. You'll get the signed and numbered book. You'll get the signed pit print. You'll get signed 11x17 commemorative print. Plus, you'll get the A and B prints. So this is everything plus the black and white head doodle on the flyleaf. So this is a pretty badass tier for the hardcore collectors. And then if there's any people, I haven't done any commissions for a couple years. I offered some on Black and White Volume 2, but very limited. So a lot of you have asked me to do commissions. So if you still want me to do a commission, probably the best place to do that would be through this campaign. So this is an 11x17 on image board, Bristol board, and this is character of choice. Once again, no IPs and no nudes. So I'll do sexy, but no nudes. And that is one. So I'm offering one. And then the also the jam, you guys, since it's going to have drawing in it, I'm only offering 20 of those. And then the 9x12 head sketch there's only going to be 5. I mean, if they go quickly, I may bring a new tier back at a higher price, but I want to get in and out of this stuff fairly quick so I can fulfill this campaign. So that's the idea. So we can get the book printed. So as soon as it looks like it's going to be a success, once we launch later today, and hopefully with your guys' help, hopefully we can build some numbers, and then Pamela and I will have confidence, because I don't know what the print run's going to be yet. So at this point, I'm thinking 500, but who knows? So like I said, I mean, we're suffering from Bidenomics, and I don't care anybody who's saying that that prices haven't skyrocketed. I think we're like 37% increase or something like that on groceries, is crazy. Anybody that defends the president at this point is crazy. I don't care what side you're on. One, he can't do the job, and two, oh my gosh, prices are nuts. They are nuts. So I do understand that things are tight, and I do understand this is kind of a more high-end campaign. So I hope it doesn't seem like 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 I don't understand what's going on, because I do, but at the same time I have had a lot of you ask for the book, and I wanted to do something that I could get in it and get it in front of you guys, get the book into your hands. Hopefully you'll enjoy the hell out of it, and then kind of move on to the black and white campaign. And also, just as a practicality, just to kind of have some money coming in to Hack Shack, so I can keep the lights on. We're in the summer months now, so we're running the air 24/7. And it's not as bad as California as far as pricing, but with everything increasing, it's not getting better. That's for damn sure. So I do sympathize, you guys. I really do. I mean, we're all in this together. I don't think anybody's immune from, the price hikes. Everybody's kind of, figuring out what's worth spending money on and what isn't. So evaluating those things. So I'm hoping that you'll think that this is worth the money and that you'll want to back it. But I do understand. I really do. So Pit Print. I'm not going to say it 3 times. Last live stream, you guys are like, say it 3 times. Okay, I'll say it 3 times. Pit Print, Pit Print, Pit. Man, that came off the rails quickly. Pit Print, Pit Print, Pit Print, Pit Print. Pit Print, Pit Print. You can't do it. You can't do the double P. You can't. I'm sorry, Del Keown. I'm letting you down. Gabriel Collins says, hey, or hi, Art. Will that be available in the Philippines? We are offering it worldwide. So I believe it will be. One of the things, last live stream, I had Pamela come in here and she explained shipping. So I do apologize. One, if shipping prices didn't just go up again, and they didn't go up like 50 cents, they didn't go up by $1, they went up like dollars. I think the shipping that we use went up by $3 increase. So on those domestic shipping prices, Hack Shack, we are going to eat 2 of those dollars. So we're going to try to keep the shipping down. We're going to absorb the $2 and we're going to raise it by $1. So it's $1 more than the black and white campaign was. So there's that. And as far as the overseas shipping, we're being very realistic with it. So I just want to let people know certain areas are going to be pretty expensive. I don't know how else to say it. I like to stay honest with these things, but it's gonna be a little expensive. So some of the shipping is actually more than the book itself. So in that case, if you still want the book, this sounds weird, but I would recommend, to make it worth your while, probably get one of the drawing tiers or one of the jam sets, because it'll make the shipping worth more. You know what I mean? Because you're not upside down on the shipping. So like, let's just say the shipping's 45 to the Philippines. I don't know what it is. I'm just using that. It might be less. It might be more. I don't think it's going to be more, but anyway, that's $5 more than the book itself. So, you really have to evaluate that. But if you get like a tier that is like, I don't know, 60, 70 or more, then all of a sudden it seems like, well, it's kind of worth paying the shipping. At least for me, that's how my logic works. it just kind of seems like, I don't know, maybe it's just psychologically, it seems more like, yeah, that kind of works. The math works, for you. So like I said, man, I do apologize, Gabriel. I just don't know how else to do it. Uh, these crowd platforms like Indiegogo, they don't let you do individual shipping. So we can't quite figure out what everybody's individual shipping is going to be until you order. So once you order, then all that stuff gets processed, and then we print the labels, and then we know what it's really going to cost. Most of the time, and it's not just me, almost everybody that crowdfunds will say the overseas shipping, they usually take a loss. Even though it seems high, we're still kind of absorbing some of that cost. So I sympathize with you. I hope you understand that a lot of this is out of our control, and then there's the custom situations and stuff like that as well. Those are between you and your country. I can't really fight those battles. I can't even fight the battles here in my country, but it is what it is. And also this book is going to be a little bit more expensive to ship because it's bigger and it's going to go into a bigger box. And just realize on some of these, like the boxes, I'm not going to recoup my cost on the boxes. The Gemini mailers can be close to $1 each. These aren't going to go in Gemini mailers because they don't make them that big. So these are going to go in like fold up boxes. And I think on one of the campaigns we were bubble wrapping the book, so I'm not really sure how we're going to. That's all Pamela. That's what she does. So I'm not really sure how they're going to be packed, but that's also why we're not doing priority mail, because priority, we got a lot of those things back damaged. And if you get a book back damaged from overseas shipping, oh my gosh, it is it's a big old loss of money. So we're going with it's more expensive, but they like the black and white volume 3, which we did with, I forget what it's called, postage. I don't think any of them were damaged. I don't think any of the books were damaged. We had some people that were having a hard time getting their books from customs overseas. And then I think one person here had moved in the States. And so we were trying to track him down, and we finally got that book to him, his order. So yeah, there's all kinds of variables to these things. So it's hard to kind of be accurate with numbers as far as shipping. And also, you guys just know, and I think this should be changed, that what Indiegogo and Kickstarter do is they take their platform fees out of the total. So they take like 7 to 8% of your shipping fee. They take it. So I try to keep it down to bare minimum, like there's no profit margin, but then also, they take, 7 to 8% of that shipping fee that we charge you. So it's very, very complicated. I hope I'm not boring you with all those details. I just want you guys to understand, because I don't want any bad feelings. And if we could ship masses, like bigger quantities, then we could probably bring the shipping down. But these are very like smaller type of print runs, things like that. So we don't really have that much profit wiggle room. Everything's pretty tight. This is Michael. It's a good thing to look back on a long career and memorialize some points along the way. It's not an ending, it's a milestone looking back and also looking forward to the next thing. That's also why I want to put new stuff in this version, because it's more of like where I am now. So like those pages I showed you on the launch site, those are newer pages. Those are newer illustrations. I don't know, you guys. We invested in some candles because you never know when power is going to go out. And also, I got this killer flashlight, man. I mean, it's as bright as day. Like, and it goes wide. Like, I could light up the whole backyard with this sucker. It's badass. We had the air conditioning replaced in the house, which cost a small fortune. And so they were going up, and there's only like one light bulb in the attic. So I gave them that flashlight, and boom, like the whole attic lit up. It was awesome. I felt like a badass. Also, that thing's heavy. It's like a club. Like you could probably kill somebody if you hit them with it. Not that I want to kill anybody, but you probably could. So don't mess with me. I'll conk you in the head with that sucker. So talk to Palmiotti about Biden. So is he like a pro-Biden guy? Well, like fine, if that's your guy, but I do think at this point, I don't even think he can take care of himself, let alone the country. And that's not ageism, that's nothing. I mean, Trump is 2 years younger or 3 years younger than him, and he seems lucid. We have friends, like church friends, that are in their 80s, and they get around, they're driving, they can have great conversations with them. They don't have a problem. Yeah, there's one lady, I think she's still driving at 80. So yeah, I mean, it's just that Joe Biden himself is, I mean, there's some people that lose their memories and stuff like that even younger than that, or have like mind or brain issues and recall and all that stuff. So it's not so much an age thing. It's just like he's just not there. He's not lucid, and just bad, 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 bad policy. I think the bailout after the COVID that COVID thing shouldn't have lasted as long as it did. And so then there was a lot of bailout money. There was printing money. There was a lot of stuff, like a lot of missteps that the government had done, and we're reaping the rewards for it now. And from what I hear, like from economists, it's gonna stay for a long time. It's not gonna go away. So even if a different president is put in, so say the Democrats have somebody else in mind, or Donald Trump wins, I don't think it's going to change too much. I'm hoping it will, but it's all the deficit, it's all that money that they printed, it's all that. And until like that deficit is paid down, and I don't know, the recession can mellow out, hopefully we don't go into depression, then I think things can have a chance to get better. But sadly, I think it's going to continue. You're seeing some businesses that are adjusting prices and things like that, as far as restaurants, stuff like that. And that's great. There are places around here, and I frequent them because I applaud them. They give discounts, like they'll take $1 off your order or something like that if you use cash. because I think they have to pay a credit card fee anyway. So I know it's a little off topic, but it's kind of, you can go there and you can save $1, or $2 or whatever off your order. And I do appreciate that. So those are places that I try to support and give my money to. But Pamela and I, we backed off. I'm not that we bought a lot of stuff anyway, but we've really backed off on spending. Arrow used to get a new toy every month. Now he hasn't had a new toy in months. Poor Arrow. Edwin says the economy is brutal right now. Things are just going up and up and up. Yeah, and nobody's saying that there's any end in sight. Nobody's saying that there's going to be relief. You have the government just even lying and saying there's no recession. Bidenomics is working, all of this stuff. That's another reason, like, we just got to get rid of it. That guy is just a liar. Joe Biden is a liar. I know they all lie, but that guy lies about stuff that is really important right now. I mean, we need a stand-up guy. We need somebody that can put us on the right path, make some of the hard decisions that need to be made financially, so we can right the ship. Like, the Biden administration isn't even attempting to right the ship. Like, we're still going right down the falls. Like, there's going to be no good conclusion because they're just not doing anything to prevent it. And anything to prevent it is going to have to be them being honest with the American public and saying there is a recession, we did overprint, we did money, we did do this, we did do that, but we're going to have to all suck it up, and we're going to have to do what's necessary, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be tough. But I assure you, and give some kind of timeline so people can see if there's any improvement, have some kind of timeline, and then work towards that. I mean, everybody quotes JFK and says, we're going to put a man on the moon, right? He made a declaration, and then we did it. You can make a declaration, and then you can do it. The government and these financial institutions hold all of us. Like, if we didn't pay our credit cards, we didn't pay our mortgage, we didn't pay for our cars, our loans, we wouldn't have those things. They would take them away from us. They would sue us. They would condemn it. They would take your house if you couldn't pay your taxes, right? But they spend money like we're just giving it to them. There's zero accountability. And I think that things are not going to change until they change their spending, because you can't keep printing money. You can't do this. Every time you do this, you're weakening the spending power of a dollar. I don't even know what a dollar's worth anymore. It's probably worth like a quarter. Like, it's weird because the bank or the shipping goes up by $3, and oh my gosh, $3. And then it's really with the value of the dollar going down, it's probably like 75 cents. Like, in reality, it's not really a crazy amount of money, but you still think a dollar's worth a dollar, but it's the spending. What you can buy with that is next to nothing. I actually talked to, I know I'm just probably rambling about this stuff, but I find it interesting. I talked to our financial broker about gold. And so I've been looking into diversifying. I can't believe we haven't done that yet, but like diversifying as far as precious metals. And I heard somebody talking. It's like if you were buying a house, right? And if you could buy it in cash, you could pretty much write your own ticket. But if you could pay for it in gold, you can. Oh my gosh, they said you can really, because the gold is just, it's worth more. I don't know how they figure that stuff out, but gold holds its value. It it can depreciate, from what I understand, but it's not subject to like the way the dollar is, like paper money or government issued money, so that it can potentially hold its value. Um, and for some reason, I just kind of like, I think they do like gold coins. I just kind of like the idea of just having a handful of gold coins. Yeah. There's something kind of cool about that. But it'd even be cooler if you had those like gold bars. Remember, like you always see them in movies and stuff, and you see them like they're all heavy. They're trying to move them. That would be cool to have like a gold bar. Let's see what Logic's Finest says. Depends on the country and products. Asia and the former Soviet states are sky high. Central Europe is ball over the place, or all over the place, in regards to what the product is. Yeah, I mean, I said it 10 years ago. I said the way the world is right now, everything's up for grabs. Like there's nothing that is going to not be scathed or touched. The government is going to get their fingers in everything. And I have a theory. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this, but I think what the government's doing is to increase their mass and size and whatever, is they keep creating divisions or absorbing others. So case in point, insurance is the most recent one, right? So they basically went in and destroyed insurance. I remember when insurance was good, you get good coverage, good doctors, and you paid a fair price. And in the day, I had full coverage. I had eye, I had dental, I had everything. You can't really do that anymore unless you're just going to pay through the roof. So if you have the free market competing, even insurance wise, then you can get better product and you can get a better price. Well, the government came in and started making it hard for insurance, right? They started getting involved. Basically, they started destroying it. And that's what they do. They go in there and they destroy things. And then they sell it over years. They go, oh, well, the insurance system is broken. The medical insurance is broken. It needs to be fixed. It needs to, a brand new start. So then you have like these socialists that come in and say, well, it works in this country, works in this country. We should bring in socialized medicine. We should do that. And then the government comes in and says, well oversee it. Well, make sure it all is fair and all that other good stuff. But it's not. I'm paying more than I did in the day, and it's not just inflation. That Obamacare, all that stuff was bullshit. I don't see any benefit to it. It didn't make anything better for me. Maybe some people it did, but it didn't for me. And so, like the housing market, in, when was it, 2000? I forget. Was it 2008? Was it that far? Or 2016? I forget when it was. But when the market crashed, especially in California, man, oh my gosh, we, like, our street, there were like half the houses. There were like 5 or 6 houses that foreclosed because they were upside down on the house, and they had one of those crazy mortgages, right? Those fluctuating mortgages. It's like, well, introductory, you're at like 3% or whatever it is. Or I think even then they're doing it again with these mortgages. They had 0 down mortgages, things like that. And so, there's people that are living in an apartment. It's like, well, what do I have to lose? 0 down, I'll take advantage of these mortgages. They get involved. I think it's locked for maybe 5 years or whatever, and then the market crashed. Like the houses, what they paid for the house in the artificially stimulated market, they bought high, the value of the house went down, and then their mortgage shifted. Their mortgage now, instead of like 3%, they're paying 10% or whatever it is with their fluctuating mortgage rate. They didn't get it locked in. And so they were upside down and they lost the house. Well, who benefited from that? The banks, the government, all those people. They went in, they bought the mortgages, they did all that, and they're doing it again from what I hear. The government is urging banks to do it again. So nobody learned, we're going to do it all over again and just squash people's dreams, because very few people can recover from something like that financially. So there's a couple other examples of the way government goes in and kind of messes things up and then sells it like, oh, everything's bad, we need to do this. Like they're messing with the oil industry now, with all this green this, green that, electric power this, electric power that. Listen, man, don't mandate it. You're going to destroy it again. You're going to break it. And that's what they do. They break it, and then they come in, and then they're going to fix it. And so that's what they're going to do with electric cars. They're going to break the system. They're going to mandate everybody has these things, and then the system is just going, because it's if you want to buy an electric car, fine. I think it should be a choice, but I don't think it should be mandated. And you shouldn't be guilt tripped because you didn't buy one. Also, they're more expensive, but I heard the value of those things is going down, and the customer satisfaction of an EV is like, what are they at? Like 70% or something like that. People that don't like them. So quality satisfaction or customer satisfaction is way down on those EVs. So let's see what Marcus says. My dad is 86 and he still drives and is sharp for the most part. Yeah, like there are older people. Joe Biden isn't that person. I hate when they make the argument. It's like, oh, you're an ageist, or he's only 80 or whatever. But he's impaired. He's on some kind of mental decline. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's got dementia. I don't know what it is. But he's clearly not, he's not savvy. He's not. So is that who you want running anything? I make a joke about like would you ask Joe Biden to drive you to the airport? No effing way, man. I wouldn't get in a car if that guy was driving. I value my life too much. If you wouldn't ask this guy to drive you to the airport, how could he run the country? How could he be your president, your the chief and all this stuff? Like anybody, like I don't know, somebody mentioned Jimmy Palmiotti, and if Jimmy, more power to him. I'm not going to guilt trip you or anything, but I just think at the very least, you should have a president that can string a sentence together and walk up to the podium and walk off the podium under his own power. Like, I mean, if the guy, is handicapped or something, like was it Greg Abbott, and he's in a wheelchair, then just embrace it. If you can't walk, then I don't know, be in a wheelchair or something like that. There's no shame in it, but they're just lying to you. It's like everything else that I'm talking about. It's like they tell you, oh no, he's sharp as a tack, all this stuff. And then you're just like, I just saw him do this thing. He didn't seem sharp as a tack to me, and so they just kind of lie. And so then to me, anybody that's really supporting that is really, really gullible. And it's just a lot of wishful thinking because that guy is not in charge. He's not. I can say it 100%. He's not in charge. Who is? This is the guy you voted in. If he can't do the job, then why does he have the job? If we were working, in a factory or, anything else, if we couldn't do the job, we wouldn't have the job. They would fire us. So let's go. Past Master Dan, Hell Chat, Oodles of Doodles, and other stuff too. This is the pre-launch sign-up page, you guys. So everybody in the chat that hasn't signed up, take a moment, click this link, go sign up. You will be eligible for the exclusive mini print that you can only get if you sign up. And you can get in early, or you can get, well, you're going to get early notification for the campaign when it goes live. So you can get in there right away, and you can get those early bird specials. So as soon as Pamela gets home from her church group, which she should be home pretty soon, we'll be sending out those notifications to you guys. And so you can get in there early, get those early bird specials, and see if we can sell those out quickly. Also, you guys, please try to get in quickly today because it does help the algorithms. Like if I can get the numbers up, the way Indiegogo works, you'll get higher up on the page. So you won't have to scroll like all the way down to the bottom. Marcus says, health insurance should be able to sell nationwide, not state by state. Yeah, there's a lot of things like, I don't know. I think if the government got out of it and stopped trying to regulate it, and that insurance could compete for your money, so then you were free to shop around. I mean, you're still kind of free to shop around, but there's so much that goes into it. Like just the bureaucracy. Like when I talk to somebody on the phone at the doctor's office, I have to verify myself like a billion different times. Who am I talking to? I don't know. You called me. You got my phone number. You said, is Art there? Like I have to verify myself. You called me. Like that seems like common sense would already dictate that it's verified. Like just all the bureaucracy, red tape, all the questions you have to ask now. It's nuts. It's freedom. If we don't start really speaking out and fighting back, freedom is going to be in the rear view mirror, boy. It's going to be gone. LE says, what's his secret? Read lots of books, eat only protein. I try to tell my wife, she likes all kinds of like just empty carbs and stuff. And I say, you got to mix in some protein with that. I've been making her eggs in the morning. So she likes scrambled. She likes over easy too. So I try to, make different types. And so there's this thing I make. It's they call them taquitos out here. It's basically a breakfast taco. So I get tortillas, and then I scramble some eggs up. I put some spice, some Tabasco stuff in there, and then chop up some those. What are those? Onions, the green onions. I chop the green onions up. I put those in there. Just all kinds of good stuff. I get some hash browns. I fry them up. Cheese. I put butter. I butter the tortilla. Also, it'll keep the tortilla soft because I heat it up. And oh my gosh, they're so good. They're so good. So I make those for her. She loves those things. So I try to get her to eat more protein because it also it keeps your energy levels up better. Like empty carbs, kind of you go up and then you crash. I don't know. I don't know, but people like to call names. Yeah, hell, Aunt Pam. Marcus says my dad. Oh, okay. My dad reads a lot of books, and he reads all my comics. Oh, cool. Is that Chet? Like, hello. All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna wind down, but you guys are gonna see me a lot today. Uh, okay, you guys are talking amongst yourself. Cool. I'm gonna go and give one more sweep on the Oodles of Doodles and Other Stuff Too campaign. Let you guys see what it's all about. Let's go all the way to the top. So this is the reason for the season. This is Oodles of Doodles and Other Stuff Too. This is my art book that will be launching later today, probably after 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And if you guys could tweet this stuff out, share it, I do appreciate it. Let's get some guerrilla marketing going. And so this is the cover of the book. And this is going to be a second printing of the Oodles book. And it's a hardcover 9x12, 60 pages of glorious glossy stock images. So we got a quote from Kevin Nolan. So once this goes live, you guys can spend more time on it. These are the interiors. So these are sample pages of what you can expect when you crack open your book. It's going to be all kinds of fun stuff. So that's 8 pages. We're going to have all kinds of fun prints, quality prints as well. So we have Pitt for one of the mini prints. We have Juju, which is a new character for the Black and White Volume 3 Sins of the Father story. And this is a 30th anniversary commemorative. Also just early glimpse at the character and the design. So then we have some other prints. We have the set A print with a book, and we have the set B prints with a book. And you can get there's a tier where you can get both prints together, and there's a tier where you can get all the prints in this campaign together. So we're going to have a very limited head sketch tier. So these will go on the flyleaf. You can get black or white, or you can get them both together in the this commemorative head sketch tier. This is the 30th anniversary we're celebrating, and the book was launched 30 years ago in October. So we're going to launch the new series this October, 30 years later. So I'm looking forward to that. The book is looking great, you guys. So then more drawing tiers. You can commission me to draw character of choice. And it will be on par with this image here. And then I got another tier that's very limited for head sketches. And it will be along the lines of this level of quality. So we have 111 by 17 commission. We have 5 of the head sketches. And then all the drawing tiers are limited too. So like the black and white head sketches, to get both of them, we have 10 offered. To get just white, we have 5 offered. And to get just black, we got 5 offered. So they're going to be very, very limited. They'll sell out quickly. And then, like I was saying, we have these early bird specials, and they're very limited as well. So we have the early bird A set with a Pitt print included, absolutely no extra charge. So you are saving basically $10. And then we have the B set, which is the same. You get the Pitt print no extra charge. So that's a $10 savings. And then we have the all the prints. So we have the 6 prints, mini prints, plus the pit and the 11 by 17 Juju print. So this one comes with that that pit at no extra charge as well. So there's 3 early birds. So you have to sign up though, you guys. Sign up and you can get in early so you can make sure you can get some of these tiers that may sell out quickly. So that's one of the advantages of the pre-launch as well. So the pre-launch is in the description, you guys. So you can click on that and you can sign up. And if you haven't, please do so. New sub, deal with it. I will. Okay. All right. We got Joe Bernardo. Sweet. Yeah, click this sucker. Wait, this is the Art by T Bear site. I'm gonna add the Oodles pre-launch in the description. So here it is right here. So click that, go sign up. You're not out anything at this point. Oh, thank you, Past Master Dan. I appreciate it. Do. Chet says hello. That's pretty good looking. You are very talented. Thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. Hubba, hubba, hubba. I hope you're talking about me. All the shit talking aside, he's the real deal. All right, I'm looking for anything new. We got Flatty 1. So this gives goes live during the Kings this evening. It will go live earlier. So if you've signed up, we will send out notices just before we go live. So you'll know when we're going live. My wife didn't want me to go live without her, so she's at a brunch, a church brunch right now. She loves studying the Bible. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it just seems like schoolwork to me. And so when she gets back, which should be around 1 o'clock, we're going to go over we're going to eat lunch. We're going to go over the campaign, make sure everything is the way it needs to be, and then we'll send out those notices to you guys and give you a couple minutes to get those, and then we're going to go live. So it might be between 1:30 and 2, but definitely 2-ish. It should go live, and that's my time. That's a Central Standard Time. So hopefully there will be a Kings tonight, and we can talk about it then as well. That would be great. Wait a minute. There's a battle in the stream for who is the baddest ass smartass. Baddest ass. Okay. Art, do your Biden impression saying pit print. I already did that. You came in late. You came in late. Yeah, that's good ink. I think it says there it is. That's good ink. That's good ink. Thank you. Peace be with you, bro. I'm a Texan too. Man, the only regret I have about this whole Texas thing is that I didn't move out here, I don't know, 10 years earlier. If I lived out here in the 90s days, oh shit. One, I think it's a better way of life. I could have raised my daughter here, which I don't know. Southern California is what it is. And I would have saved a ton of cash. Art, what CG art is going to be in the new Oodles book? Well, when you go to the page, there's Cyberfrog, there's Gemshock, there's Pit, there's She is in there, Black and White is in there. I have some Graveyard Shift. I have that Lilith character in there. So there's going to be a bunch of surprises. I've done some images, like some Garbage Man images. That's Aaron Lepresti's character. And there's some other surprises that may be in the book. So that's the CG stuff. Naturalized Texan here. Porter. Humble's close to where I'm at. I don't know where Porter is, but I know where Humble is. You're not too far from me then, Pastmaster. I didn't know that. Are you still living here? That's cool, dude. We should hang out. Flatty says, thanks. Look forward to the launch. Cool, my friend. Yeah, there's no hills here. I lived in the hills in California, but not here. Brunch swanky. East Texan proud. Sweet. What are you doing this 4th of July? We could blow some shit up. We got a couple days to plan something. I don't know. Like Christmas, I like to hang out, but like for me, Christmas with family is okay. Thanksgiving, I really want to hang out with family, and the 4th of July. Like 4th of July and Thanksgiving, maybe because there's a lot of food involved. So the more people you have over, the more food you can have. Chet started it. Come on, you guys. Come on. Some Tomble can't. I know where Tomble is. Yeah. Chet, do you live here as well? Holy crap, there's a lot of Texans. Well, let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy here. So, Matthew, are you inking? Thank you, Frankie. If there's no kings, there's no justice, then no peace. That's funny. Yeah, it's not that far away. Happy 4th. Yeah, soon. Let's see what Chet says. We just do our thing and don't give a fook. A hook. The 90s was so edgy back then and financially rewarding. SoCal is lost. Yeah. So expensive. My daughter holds on to this, like, because she says Texas is okay. I hate the humidity. It's really not that bad. And then she says, you make more money, jobs pay better in California. Okay. But cost of living is way more expensive in California. Taxes, everything across the board is more expensive in California. So there are good paying jobs out here in Texas. And as far as cost of living, it's a lot more reasonable. Oh, past masters in Indiana now. Okay. So no blowing shit up. That sucks. Joe says, Art, are you still killing snakes in your yard? You know what? Not one single snake this year. I probably jinxed the heck out of it right now. Oh, really? So West Texas has West Texas. Oh, well, that's like the California. That's more desert. Yeah. Because I was kind of more or less talking about like the southern east side where I'm at. It's pretty flat. But yeah, even Austin, I think, has some variation of height. We looked all over Austin. I don't, yeah, it seems like there's probably some potential problems um, where they could become a little secondary California. So I didn't want to move there for that. And also, um, it's a little between where I'm at now in the Woodlands and Southern California. So it's kind of deserty, but a little greener. And I just didn't like it because it reminded me too much of where I left. I really wanted to move somewhere different. So we're in the woods, like everything's green here. I mean, it's so beautiful, like blue skies, big white clouds. It's amazing. Matthew says, I love fireworks. Mike Wilson, hail Art, right back at you. Uh, okay. Wow, you guys aren't going to let me go. This chat is on fire now. My daughter Amanda would go to those shows, and the clubs I'd take her to, they would say no moshing, no stage diving, stuff like that. As soon as the parents dropped off the kids, it was an underage club, like no alcohol, so younger people could go. And as soon as the parents dropped off the kids and left, those kids were diving off the stage and moshing. And I remember she tried to hide it from me, but she got her nose smashed, I guess, by an elbow. So she would go in those pits, and she was just a little thing. She loved it. Yeah, she's a tough kid. I love Texas. Once I got done with the Air Force basic training, I spent 3 weeks on casual status before going to tech school. Very cool. The people here are nice. They're down to earth, and I don't mean that in any kind of like talking down or anything like that. I just mean like there's not a bunch of hyperbole. There's not a bunch of BS. They say what they mean. They're I want to say they're they're very honest. So they say things here that in California people would never say. Like they'll like if something's broke or something isn't working or whatever, they don't try to lie about it. They don't try to cover it up. They tell you exactly. They'll tell you like things about themselves. They're just like there's what do they call that where people wear masks, they like hide behind things. There's no real false pretense here. I'm sure there is, but for the most part, people that we've met, hung out with, they're pretty chill. Marcus says my wife is visiting my son outside of Austin this weekend. He's an engineer for Tesla. Yeah, I think the Tesla plant is in Austin. I think there are some people that are giving like some early warning and saying like, Austin, you probably want to course correct on some of these things because you know, they might lead to bad. I'm not saying that everything that's liberal or progressive is bad, but there are some bad aspects to it. I think balance, little of both is good. Lots of western diamondback rattlesnakes in West Texas. I would never, nothing against West Texas, but it's kind of a drier climate. I don't want to live there. Southern California was dry enough. I lived in the hills, so if anybody knows, like Yorba Belinda, Anaheim Hills, it's the mountain range that's connected. It's a place called Corona. So we lived up in the hills and it was fairly dry. Me and Elon have an understanding. Well, what I'm going to do is when Pamela gets here, I'm going to, like I said, we're going to eat lunch, and then we're going to send out all those notices to let you know when Oodles goes live, and then once that's done, I'm gonna, once it goes live, I'm gonna get back on and I'm gonna live stream. And I got some people that might hang out with me, so we'll probably live stream up to Kings, and then hopefully get a nice push on the Kings. Crowd surfing freaks. She had a good time. Not my idea of a good time. Your girl sounds like a really nice gal. She's a sweetheart, but she just kind of likes, you know, a more aggressive music. She likes that physical aspect of things. She's like a gym rat now. Like she's not working out. Like she's like not that she's powerlifting, but she's like lifting heavy weights and stuff like that. I try to tell her it's like you don't really want to add bulk, but you know she's gonna do what she's gonna do. She's old enough now; she can call the shots for herself. Let's see. Aunt Pam walks in beauty, light the night, like the night. Sweet. Oh my gosh, I have a guilty pleasure. I like the speech at Independence Day. Uh, the Patriot was good. The Patriot actually, sorry, I only saw it once, and I remember liking it, but I remember that there was something that didn't seem to gel in that story. Midway, there's some great visuals. Top Gun. I did, to be honest, I didn't see the second Top Gun. And the first one didn't seem like it was like really patriotic. It just seemed like a guy that was like a thrill seeker that needed to learn a lesson. Um, and Midway's got some great visuals. Rocky Four, um, that feels a little. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because I know there's some major Rocky fans out there. So I would say Independence Day, um, and Patriot. The Patriot. Well, I think the progressive Democrats for sure are evil. I don't like anything that comes out of their mouth. Oh, thank you. Frankie knows where I live. Yeah, Green River, exactly. It was right off Green River. It's nice over there. Eastvale is nice too. I remember when there really was no Eastvale. Um, when we moved to Corona, we still had an Orange County area code. We were in the 714, so we were right on the border. I think that Green River is right on the border of like Orange County and Corona or Riverside County. Oh my gosh, Top Gun! I haven't seen Top Gun 2, so I don't know how patriotic it gets. Yeah, actually, I would put Captain America up there, the first Avenger. Yeah, I would put that up higher than Rocky or the first Top Gun. Um, yeah, Red Dawn. Yeah, baby. All right, you guys. Well, she should be home anytime soon, and we're gonna get a big lunch. We're gonna power up, get some protein, and then we're gonna look over the campaign one last time, and then she's gonna send out those early notices when we're gonna go live. And so we're probably gonna go live around 2-ish, 2 o'clock, and then hopefully the Kings. Well, I'm going to live stream after that, and then the Kings later tonight. So you guys are going to be seeing me quite a bit. Get ready for the Oodles campaign. If you haven't signed up for the pre-launch, the link is in the description. I'll put a link in the chat as well. Click that sucker, go over there, sign up, and you'll be eligible for a free print with a backing. And you'll get that early that notice. You'll get that email notice, so you can get in there for the early bird specials when the campaign goes live. So at least the plan now is that it should go live around 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. So you guys stay tuned, and let's make this thing big. Let's blow this sucker up. Make an old man proud. All right, you guys. Hey, you're a blast always hanging out. I do enjoy it. You guys are the best. And I'll see you later today. So take care.